Hi, boys and girls. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying reading and really putting to work all the things that we've talked about and we're learning. Um, Today, I picked out a fun book I hope you like. It's called The Flea's Sneeze, and we're going to practice as we're reading. We're going to be thinking ahead and guessing what could be happening on the next page. And then we're going to read the next page, see if we're right. If we're not right, if we were surprised, we're going to adjust what we're thinking and keep reading. And if we were right, we're going to go, oh, I knew that was going to happen, right? So boys and girls, as you read, we're going to use all the skills we've been thinking about. We're going to use the sounds of words. We're going to use the pictures. We're going to see repeating words. We're going to think about what makes sense in the story. But then now what we're going to do is we're going to add in where we're looking ahead and guessing what's going to happen next. I bet you're good at guessing. But sometimes books surprise us on purpose, don't they? And I like books that do that. I think books that do that are kind of fun. I like to be surprised sometimes as a reader. Do you? I do. This book is called The Flea's Sneeze. And I like the pictures in this book too. And if you look very closely, I think there's a tiny little flea on the top with a Kleenex box. All right. The Flea's Sneeze. On a dark, dark night, in an old, old farm, in a rickety-crickety, tumble-down barn, everyone slept peacefully. Do you think they're all going to keep sleeping peacefully? I bet not, because what do we know about the title of the book? Do you think that flea's going to sneeze and wake everyone up? I think so. Boys and girls, if a story says, oh, it was quiet and everyone's sleeping, chances are something's going to happen to wake them up. A rat, a cat, a blue-eyed bat, a cow, or black-eyed bat, a cow, an owl, a feathered fowl, a dog, a hog, and an old barn frog. Everyone slept peacefully, but not the flea. I'm trying to look for the flea, where the flea is. I don't know if I see him. I think he's in the mouse. He is in the mouse. No one heard him cough. Ahem, ahem. Not even the mouse he used for a house, or the rat, or the cat, or the black-eyed bat, or the cow, or the owl, or the feathered fowl, or the dog, or the hog, or the old barn frog. They all slept peacefully, but not the flea. He's right there. No one heard him sniffle, sniffle. Did he have a big sneeze yet? Do you think it's coming? Maybe it's the next page? I don't know. We'll see. Not even the mouse he used for a house, or the rat, or the cat, or the black-eyed bat, or the cow, or the owl, or the feathered fowl, or the dog, or the hog, or the old barn frog. They all slept peacefully, but not the flea. No one heard his garbled plea. Does anybody have a tissue for me? Oh, look at him. Poor guy. Not even the mouse he used for a house, or the rat, or the cat, or the black-eyed bat, or the cow, or the owl, or the feathered fowl, or the dog, or the hog, or the old barn frog. They all slept peacefully, but not the flea. And then suddenly, before he could cover his snoot, and shoo! Did it happen? Did he have a big sneeze? It took a while, didn't it? It wasn't on the next page. He scared the rat, who cried boo-hoo, and he woke up the cat, who hissed moo. He baffled the bat, whose eyes turned blue, and confused the cow, who muttered, moo, moo. He outraged the owl, who hollered, hoo, hoo, and flustered the fowl, who cried, cock-a-doodle-doo. He daunted the dog, who barked, woo, woo, and he sprayed the hog, who screamed, you, and he reminded the frog of his old nephew. I think everyone got woken up, didn't they? But the mouse, the flea used for a house, kindly gave him a tissue. And the flea wiped his nose, and before his eyes had even closed, he began to doze. What do you think is going to happen on the next page? Do you think they're all going to go back to sleep? Do you think something's going to wake them up again? I don't know. We'll have to see. Here we go. For all the rest of that dark, dark night on the old, old farm of the rickety-crickety tumbled barn, everyone slept peacefully. You think they will? The flea and the mouse he used for a house, the rat and the cat and the black-eyed bat, and the cow and the owl and the feathered fowl, and the dog and the old barn frog, and everyone slept like a log, except the hog. I wonder what's wrong with the hog. And no one heard his garbled wheeze. I think I got a sneeze. All right, boys and girls, did that kind of surprise you? I thought that was kind of a fun book. So, while we're reading, remember we read a page and we thought ahead, I wonder what's going to happen next. And we read a page and we thought what's going to happen next. So that's another thing that you can really do while you're reading. And it's fun to have books that are fun to figure out what happens next. And then that makes you read that next page and see if you were right or not. I don't think we were right all the time with this book, were we? It was kind of a surprise book, and that's kind of fun. So have fun reading and figuring out all your new adventures with books.